doubleheader coverage on Shaw TV between the Sioux Falls Canaries and your Winnipeg Goldeyes. We get things underway with the pregame show brought to you by, as always, Safeway, ingredients for life. And as we welcome you back into the ballpark, my name is Al Foster. This is game two. Goldeyes winning game one by a count of 6-3, and that sets up a good sports cliche. As a team, you always want to be able to control your own destiny. Well, that's the case for the Goldeyes. If they win this game, or if the St. Paul Saints lose theirs, that's it. The Fish will finally clinch the American Association's North Division. All sets up for a celebration, doesn't it? To get things underway, let's send things back to the broadcast booth and my teammates, Scott Taylor and Ken Weave.
Thank you very much, Al Foster. Hi, everybody. It is game two of a doubleheader tonight here at Shaw Park. I'm Scott Taylor. That's Ken Weave from the Winnipeg Sun. And the Winnipeg Goldeyes now 10.5 games ahead of the St. Paul Saints, but St. Paul plays in Lincoln. The Goldeyes have the second game of this doubleheader. If the Goldeyes lose and St. Paul wins, the Goldeyes haven't locked it up yet. Their magic number will still be 1, but the magic number is 1. If the Goldeyes win or St. Paul loses, or both, the Winnipeg Goldeyes wrap up first place in the American Association North Division, and they will play in the postseason, and it will start right here in Winnipeg on Wednesday night, September 3rd. Ken Weeb, the first game of the doubleheader, the Goldeyes win at 6-3. They look extremely good. Ryan Bollinger does not start well, but he grinds it out, pitches 5 complete and gets the victory. The bullpen is solid once again. This Goldeyes team is on a roll. They've won 6 straight.
Yeah, tough to find any complaints if you're the manager of the Winnipeg Goldeyes right now. Excellent defense behind the pitching staff. Couple nice double plays turned. The one by Bond and Kuhn in particular was fantastic. Not only in the field, but Kuhn doing it at the bat again. Knocked in the game-winning run with a 2-out single, then hit a home run to sort of give the exclamation point. He's been outstanding for the Goldeyes this season. And we'll see. You can tell Kuhn made it pretty clear they would like to wrap this up tonight, end the anticipation, and get themselves into the playoffs.
Time to go down to the field. The Goldeyes starting defensive alignment. Boys out in the carpet, brought to you by A&R Carpet Barn. Visit one of our 2 locations at 50 Archibald Street and 655 Pembina Highway. Luis Allen once again behind the plate. He'll catch the whole doubleheader tonight. Josh Mazzola moves to first base as Casey Harther becomes the designated hitter. Brock Bond is at second, Tyler Kuhn at short, and Jake Blackwood at third base. Donnie Webb starts in left field. Reggie Abercrombie in center, and Ryan Pineda in right field. Nick Hernandez is the pitcher. The Goldeyes starting defensive alignment brought to you by A&R Carpet Barn. Visit ANRCarpetBarn.com. Your Goldeyes starting pitcher brought to you by Lower Level Sports Cards at 189 Henderson Highway, right beside the subway. Visit us at lowerlevelsports.ca. Tell us about the pitcher.
Nick Hernandez, left-hander. He's the reigning American Association Pitcher of the Week after picking up a pair of victories. 10-2 on the campaign, making his 18th start. Scott, he has 1 complete game, 334 earned run average in 105 innings pitched.
Here's the first pitch of the game, brought to you by Metro Center Limited for trailers, trailer parts, and accessories. Visit Metro Center at 620 Nairn Avenue. The Canaries starting lineup is brought to you by Pembina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, proud supporter of your Winnipeg Goldeyes. Visit us at PembinaChrysler.com. The leadoff hitter, once again, is Steve Tinoco. He'll be followed by Brandon Jones, A.J. Kirby Jones, Chris Duffy, Carlos Mendez, Chris Valencia, Steven Branca. Sam Lind is the second baseman in this game, and Kevin Dultz will catch and bat ninth. So there's your changes in game 2 of this doubleheader. Lind at second base, and Kevin Dultz is the catcher. The Canaries starting lineup brought to you by Pembina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, proud supporter of your Winnipeg Goldeyes. Visit us at PembinaChrysler.com. So Tinoco steps in, hits it right back to the mound, and it's through for a base hit. It got underneath the glove of Nick Hernandez, and it's a solid single to center for Steve Tinoco. Tinoco in game 1 of the doubleheader had gone 2 for 4 with a run scored, so he had a pretty good first game in this twin bill. He's there with Josh Mazzola at first base, and here comes Brandon Jones, the designated hitter.
In terms of the repertoire for Hernandez, we'll get to that in a second here. Which wasn't too bad. Caught a little bit too much plate. Tinoco drills it up the middle, right through the 5-hole. Had hockey night here the other night, and that one slipped through for a base hit. In terms of the repertoire, Scott and Hernandez, fastball, slider, and a change. The change is his out pitch. It's the pitch that he really refined after coming back from the shoulder problems that he had when he was in the Philadelphia Phillies system.
Good lead by Tinoco. Here's a pitch, misses again. Art Thigpen, the home plate umpire for game 2. Sam Birch is at first base. Randy Willems is at third. But of course, Wilms sets up at second base right now with a runner on first. And Brandon Jones at the plate. Hernandez from Hialeah, Florida. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled off right over our heads and onto the roof. Brandon Jones went 1 for 3 with a run scored in the first game. It's, the double in the first inning really got Sioux Falls off to a great start. It is getting chilly here at the ballpark, a lot cooler than it was earlier in the day. Hernandez goes to first just to keep Tinoco honest.
Had a great chat with Hernandez earlier this week, and he was at the point where he wasn't sure. He thought he might be done playing baseball at the professional level.
There's a ground ball base hit into right field. So once again, Sioux Falls, top of the order, starts out with a couple of hits to open a ball game. They did it in the first inning, going single-double against Ryan Bollinger. Here against the left-hander Hernandez, they go single-single. And that'll bring up A.J. Kirby Jones. Antoine Jarrell Kirby Jones.
And yeah, Hernandez was coming off a serious shoulder injury that required surgery. He came back. He said about 6 pitches into a bullpen session, he said something's not right here. He went for the MRI. They found some significant scar tissue, but it wasn't a tear of the labrum this time. They cleaned it up. He came back, pitched it very solid.
First pitch is in there for strike one. A.J. Kirby Jones in the first game had 1 hit and 3 trips. But he knocked in 2, and that 1 hit was a long home run, a solo bomb over the right field wall. Swing and a miss. Kirby Jones was thinking river with that swing.
Generally speaking, the power hitters are trying to go yard whenever they can.
Hernandez gets the sign from Luis Allen. 2 runners on, nobody out. Hernandez checks Tinoco at second. There's the pitch. It's in the dirt. It's handled nicely by Luis Allen. Tinoco stays at second base. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Kirby Jones.
Like the changeup, just bounced it a bit. Allen does a nice job keeping it in front. The runners cannot advance.
Two ground balls, 1 to center field, 1 to right field. Both hard hit. Puts 2 runners on. Hernandez checks both. Here's the pitch. Foul back. Change up at 75 from Hernandez. Nick Hernandez pitches a baseball left-handed. Does everything else right-handed. His dad wanted him to be a football player, wanted him to throw the ball exactly like Dan Marino, his father's favorite player. So he learned to throw a football right-handed and was a pretty good minor football player. Quarterback.
Pretty interesting.
1-2 the count. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on an 86-mile-an-hour fastball. And Hernandez, first strikeout of the game is A.J. Kirby Jones.
That'll give the confidence a bit of a boost.
Time now for our cleanup hitter, brought to you by Multi-Material Stewardship of Manitoba. More than half of all household garbage can be recycled. Recycling is easy and convenient. We all win with recycling. For more info, visit simplyrecycle.ca. So Chris Duffy, the cleanup hitter for the Sioux Falls Canaries. First pitch is on the corner for strike 1. Duffy hitting .252 with 13 home runs and 48 driven in. He was 1 for 3 in game 1, drove in a run. Hernandez checks the runner. Here's the pitch. It's foul back, and quickly Nick Hernandez gets ahead 0-2.
It was a tough start to the year for Hernandez. His first 3 appearances not very good. Told me he was on the bus with Jamie Vermillier and told him, this is where I want to turn my season around. It was in Sioux Falls. Got his first win in his 4th appearance. Got his 10th win against the same Canaries.
Trying to get number 11, one of the leaders in wins in the American Association. John Link of Wichita, Jason Van Skyke, the all-star starter, both have 11. Tim Brown, Nick Hernandez, and Matt Jackson of the Goldeyes each have 10. So Hernandez today trying to get win number 11. Off-speed pitch is hit hard into right field. Over goes Ryan Pineda. He makes the catch. Gets it back into the infield. Tagging at second base is Tinoco. He'll go on to third. Kind of a line shot hit at Pineda in right.
Yeah, this is definitely a hard hit ball. For a minute, it looked like it might sneak over his head. Duffy gets a good piece of it, but Pineda tracks it nicely in right field, hauls it in for the second out of the inning.
So 2 away, and that brings up Carlos Mendez. The third baseman is hitting .267, 4 home runs, 35 driven in. Hernandez gets the sign from Luis Allen. Here's the pitch. It's low, ball 1. I was talking to Nick Hernandez yesterday about his beloved Miami Dolphins and said he doesn't think they have a chance in the AFC East.
Well, they do play in the same division as the Patriots, as we know. It's part of it.
There's a line shot, and what a play by Blackwood. Look what I found, and Mendez who hit it a rocket. Can't get it past Blackwood. What a great play by Jake at third base. And that ends the inning. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. Let's look at this play by Blackwood.
Outstanding scoop. Hard hit ball in the hot corner. 1 hop. Scooped up easily. Side armor over to first to Mazzola.
What a great play. Just a tremendous
great reflexes right there at the hot corner.
Boy, this defense is just so good, and tonight I'm sure Nick Hernandez will tell us all how great they are. No runs for Sioux Falls in the first inning. It's 0-0. We'll go to the bottom of 1. This is Safeway Goldeyes Baseball, Game 2 of the doubleheader, live on Shaw TV.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Safeway.
No runs on 2 hits in that first inning for the Sioux Falls Canaries. It's time now to go down and check the starting defensive alignment for Sioux Falls. The boys out in the carpet. It's brought to you by A&R Carpet Barn. Visit one of our 2 locations at 50 Archibald Street and 655 Pembina Highway. Kevin Dultz will catch game 2. Matt Hitt caught game 1. A.J. Kirby Jones at first. Ty Forney is sitting out game 2. Sam Lind is at second base. Steven Branca back at shortstop, and Carlos Mendez at third. Chris Duffy in left. Chris Valencia in center, and Steve Tinoco in right. Kai Winter is the starting pitcher. That's the Canaries starting defensive alignment, brought to you by A&R Carpet Barn. Visit anrcarpetbarn.com. Your Canaries starting pitcher is brought to you by Lower Level Sports Cards at 189 Henderson Highway, right beside the subway. Visit us at lowerlevelsportscards.ca. Tell us about Kai Winter.
Kai Winter's a local lad from Sioux Falls, Scott, coming on for the 19th time this season. He'll make his second spot start. 1-2 record, 7.56 earned run average, 33 1/3 innings, 54 hits, 28 earned runs allowed, 12 walks, 16 strikeouts. He's going to rely on his fastball a lot from what I was told. He will throw the occasional off-speed pitch, but spot starter, you never know what you're going to get from those guys, but you can be sure he's fired up to be pitching for his hometown team.
That's the Canary starting pitcher, Kai Winter, brought to you by Lower Level Sports Cards at 189 Henderson Highway, right beside the subway. Visit us at lowerlevelsportscards.ca. The Goldeyes starting lineup brought to you as always by Pembina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, proud supporter of your Winnipeg Goldeyes. Visit us at pembinachrysler.com. Brock Bond starts out. He leads it off. He plays second base. Then Jake Blackwood, the third baseman. Tyler Kuhn, Casey Arthur, Reggie Abercrombie, Donnie Webb, Josh Mazzola, Luis Allen, and Ryan Pineda. Exactly the same as it was in Game 1. And the Goldeyes starting lineup brought to you by Pembina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Visit us at pembinachrysler.com. So here's Brock Bond, lead it off. Bond in Game 1 went 0 for 3, but he did score a run. His average dropped to .337 on the season. Pitches right down the middle for strike 1, 1-1.
Winter's a rookie, just finished up his senior season at Augustana College in Sioux Falls.
Pitches high, 2 balls and 1 strike to Bond.
Looks like he's going to be in the mid to high 80s. Like a lot of guys we see in this league.
Bond played straight away by everybody in the field. Pitches in there for a strike, 2-2. Sam Lind looks like a second right fielder. He's playing Bond so deeply. Winter's pitch, and there's a ground ball up the middle for a base hit. Solid single to center for Brock Bond. So Bond leads off with a single. Here comes Jake Blackwood. First hit of the game is brought to you by the University of Winnipeg. This year, the Goldeyes leading hitter will win the Tear the Cover Off the Ball trophy, presented by the University of Winnipeg. The current leader has been the leader all season long. It's Casey Harther, who's hitting .378. He's the leading hitter in the American Association, and likely on September 3rd, when this award is given out, will be the guy picking up the trophy. And it's the most beautiful trophy the Goldeyes get.
It is a cool trophy.
It's absolutely gorgeous. First pitch to Blackwood, who got hot himself. He's hitting .310, 9 home runs, 34 driven in. In game 1, he went 1 for 4, scored a run. 16 consecutive games he has had a hit. Bond with a good lead at first base, being held by Kirby Jones. There's one hit the other way, hit hard too. That just about got into somebody's soup up on the patio deck.
Nobody wants a baseball in their soup, even if they want a souvenir.
They got a souvenir. They're into the coffee now. Probably ate early. They were here for game 1. Saw it all. They got the jackets on here in game 2. Getting chilly. Blackwood digs in. Bonds at first. Kai Winter, spot starter, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. That just missed. 2 balls and 1 strike to Blackwood. Kai Winter thought he had a strike. He thought Blackwood might have gone, but first base umpire Sam Birch said no. So 2-1 to Blackwood. Brock Bond is not likely to steal. Bond has 5 stolen bases. He's been caught 3 times. Now, to be fair,
now he's got 6. He had the
he's
one
got
in the
6.
first
He
game.
did steal 1 in game 1. I'll correct that. Oh, that hit him right in the thigh. And Blackwood will head down to first base. Pitch got away from Winter. We'll have another peek at this one.
As a young pitcher, you got to work the inside of the plate, or you're going to get hit around the ballpark. Looked like a
Got him in the
right in the
rib.
ribs.
Ow.
Yep, definitely in the ribs. Fastball that got away. Winter, not a stranger to starting, though, Scott. He was a starter for 2 of his seasons in college at Augustana College. Hit 11 starts this year. Went 8-1, 3.80 earned run average before signing his first pro contract.
That one kind of took the breath away. You got to wear Kevlar when you get hit there. Wow. So Blackwood gets drilled, puts runners at first and second with nobody out, and here's home run hitting Tyler Kuhn, hit his 5th of the year in game 1. Tyler Kuhn was player of the game, and he was tremendous in game 1. 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored and 2 driven in. Now batting .359 on the season. Got a runner in scoring position here. First pitch on the corner for strike 1. Kuhn from Louisville, Kentucky. Not a big man, just 5'10", 185. But clearly one of the Goldeyes' best ball players this season. There's one way outside, off-speed pitch, misses. That would have hit Blackwood again.
Indeed.
One and 1 to Tyler Kuhn. Blackwood with a good lead at first base. He's not being held. There's one the opposite way, down into the corner. It's a fair ball. It goes into the Goldeyes bullpen. Around to score comes Bond. Around to score comes Blackwood. Tyler Kuhn is going to go to third base. And we may have a ground rule double here. Nope. Tyler Kuhn's got himself a triple. Nope, it's going to be a ground rule double. And my sense is Blackwood's got to go back to third. It'll be a double and an RBI.
Good piece of hitting. That ball's just off the dirt. Real good piece of hitting. I'm a little bit curious why the umpire did not go out a little bit further to check on where this ball ends up. We didn't stay with it right there, but don't think it would have taken a substantial amount of effort to pick up the baseball from under the bench in the bullpen. And that cost the Goldeyes a run, and it cost Tyler Kuhn 90 feet. That was an easy triple.
Well, I don't think Casey Harther minds coming up with 2 runners in scoring position.
He
battling
certainly
Reggie
does not.
Abercrombie
He
for the
certainly does
RBI
not.
lead in the club. Here's Winter's pitch. That misses, ball 1. So Kuhn gets a double and a run batted in. Blackwood has to stay at third base. It's a ground rule double. Pitches inside. 2 balls and no strikes to Casey Harther. Casey Harther's your cleanup hitter. It's brought to you by Multi-Material Stewardship in Manitoba. More than half of all household garbage can be recycled. We all win with recycling. For more information, visit simplyrecycle.ca. Pitch to Harther. That misses, ball 3. 3-0. Second and third, nobody out, a run already in. Abercrombie in the on-deck circle. There's a pitch that's called a strike by Thigpen. Harther thought it was about his boot tops.
Well, nothing wrong with a long day filled with a little bit of barking.
Yeah, it never hurts. There's a ground ball, and it'll be an RBI for Casey Harther. Mendez had only 1 play. That was to first base. Harther gets an RBI, so that run does score.
This was aggressive base running by
Jake Blackwood.
Jake Blackwood on that play right there. Generally speaking, on balls hit to third, you probably want to freeze there, but it was a softly hit ball, and it was a very good read by Blackwood. He wasn't in any danger of being thrown out, but on a hard hit ball, he may have been. RBI nonetheless for Harther.
So Casey Harther now has 62 runs batted in. He still trails Reggie Abercrombie by 3. Abercrombie with 65 RBIs, and he has Tyler Kuhn in scoring position. First pitch, and Reggie hits a ground ball to the shortstop. Branca goes to first. Second out of the inning. On to third goes Kuhn, and that'll bring up Donnie Webb. Rick Forney and Tyler Kuhn at third base having a little conversation. 2 very smart baseball people. Tyler Kuhn doing most of the explaining. So batting left-handed in this ballgame, a switch hitting Donnie Webb after facing the left-hander Wick Swat in game 1. He gets the right-hander Winter here in game 2. First pitch by Winter is way outside for ball 1.
Fastball consistently in around 87, it appears.
Winter kicks, delivers. That's right down the middle. The changeup at 76 kind of buckled Donnie Webb. I don't think he was expecting that pitch. Got it, and it was right down the middle of the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike to Webb. Winter's pitch misses low and outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Donnie Webb in game 1 was 1 for 3 with an RBI.
Sorry, Scott. Winter also a position player in college. Hit .365 this year. 18 doubles, 43 driven in.
Webb drills it foul. It's off the facing of the Sky Swans. 2-2, the count to Donnie Webb. Kuhn at third, 2 away. Goldeyes have 2 runs here in the first inning. Winter's pitch, and there's a ground ball hit hard down the first baseline, foul. Count remains at 2-2. Kai Winter has only given up a couple of hits in the inning, but the hit batsman came back to harm. There's one way inside. Counts full now to Donnie Webb. Josh Mazzola into the on-deck circle.
Almost had a second hit batsman right there.
Almost. Webb hitting .298. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball to the first baseman. It's handled by Kirby Jones. And he'll take it himself, and that'll end the inning. The bat was broken. It will never be used again. 2 runs for the Goldeyes on 2 hits. There were no errors and 1 man left. We've played 1 complete inning here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. It's Winnipeg 2, Sioux Falls nothing. This is Safeway Goldeyes Baseball live on Shaw TV.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Safeway.
Join the movement to kick cancer. 5 simple things can reduce your risk of cancer up to 50%. Choose a balanced diet with plenty of fruits and vegetables. Get active to maintain a healthy body weight. Avoid tobacco and secondhand smoke. Protect yourself from UV rays. Follow cancer screening guidelines. See your doctor for regular checkups. Take the pledge to reduce your risk of cancer. Join the movement at kickcancer.ca.
An initiative of Cancer Care Manitoba Foundation, supported by Safeway.
Welcome back to Shaw Park. Happy fans at the ballpark. The Goldeyes have a chance to wrap it up. Of course, I tend to agree with Ken Wiebe. Even if they don't wrap it up in Game 2, their chances are pretty good. Eventually, you're just going to run out of games when you're 10.5 back with 10 to play. You have 11, they have 10.
Goldeyes are just playing too well.
Yeah, I agree. Boy, downtown Winnipeg looks good.
Sure does. Busy day in the city today.
Lots going on. Did you go out and see Cody Eakin and Ryan Garbutt today?
I did not, but I heard they were out for a good cause.
Yeah. So we go to the top of the 2nd inning for the visiting Sioux Falls Canaries. It'll be Chris Valencia, the center fielder, followed by shortstop Steven Branca, and then the second baseman Sam Lind to face Nick Hernandez, who has been pretty good all season for the Goldeyes. Right now, among the leading pitchers in the league, Hernandez is 7th overall with a 10-2 record and a 3.34 ERA. 105 innings pitched. He's had a pretty good season in his first, and he has been a pleasure to be around all year. Just a great guy. There's one fouled off.
Outstanding season for Hernandez, coming off a 7-inning performance against these Sioux Falls Canaries in that 14-0 victory. Gave up just 2 hits while walking 2 and striking out 6.
The ball's in 1 strike. Pitch on the corner misses. 1-1 to Chris Valencia in Game 1. Valencia was 1 for 3. Everybody but Ty Forney had a hit in Game 1 for Sioux Falls. They had 9 hits. Pitch low and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. You have to be respectful of this Sioux Falls lineup, although it's interesting. They have only 1 player, this guy, Valencia, hitting over 300. There's a shot the opposite way into the gap, but Donnie Webb over. He makes the catch. Boy, he's quick in left field. That ball was hit, and hit where it should go for a double. But Donnie Webb has been the guy who has made doubles go to die all year long. And it just goes up as a loud out. Hit very, very well by Valencia, but what a good play by Webb.
Prime example again, Webb getting a good read off the bat, sees it right away, gets a good jump. Finds the baseball, never loses it, tracks it down in the gap, preventing the extra base hit.
Swing and a miss, Steven Branca. But a very nice Game 1. Branca's a very good fielder. He went 1 for 3 and set up what should have been a great situation for Sioux Falls in the 2nd inning of Game 1. But they could not capitalize. Pitch by Hernandez. Branca led off with a single. He was followed by Matt Hitt with a single, and a good bunt by Ty Forney put runners at 2nd and 3rd with just 1 out. But a strikeout and a foul out ended the inning, and that pretty much ended Sioux Falls in Game 1. There's 1 foul back, 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Branca. Goldeyes 57-33 on the season, 24 games over 500. Off-speed pitch hit into center field, and it's right at Reggie Abercrombie for the 2nd out of this 2nd inning.
talked about Hernandez heating up, Scott. 4 consecutive victories, and he's won 5 consecutive decisions. He did have a no decision against the Gary South Shore Railcats on July 26th, where he had a little bit of trouble giving up 3 runs in just 2 2/3 innings. But he's been outstanding after 3 real rough outings. Didn't get out of the 5th inning in either of his first 3 starts, and then really started picking up things from there.
First pitch by Hernandez is the knees for strike 1. Fastball at 82.
Hard to believe he had a 7.90 earned run average after his first 3 appearances with the Goldeyes.
Off-speed pitch, chop toward Jake Blackwood. He picks it up, fires to first, they get him. Good job by Blackwood to get Sam Lind. Second barehanded play by Blackwood in this doubleheader. We'll have another look at it. We will not. We will go on to the bottom of the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. It's Winnipeg 2, Sioux Falls nothing. Scott Taylor, Ken Wiebe, and the great Al Foster bringing you Safeway Goldeyes baseball all over Manitoba and Northwestern Ontario on Shaw TV.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Safeway. The Lazy Boy Comfort Zones, located in the Winnipeg Free Press Sky Suite, is fully furnished with the latest Lazy Boy sofas, love seats, and recliners. The Winnipeg Goldeyes would like to thank Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, located at 1425 Ellis Avenue, for their support. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Comfort, it's what we do.
Speaking of comfort, Goldie looks comfortable. They're going to play musical chairs at some point, but after Goldie sleeps on
Do those count as sit-ups?
those would be Goldie sit-ups.
Okay. Not quite sure the health value, but at least he's trying.
He's making it an effort.
It's good effort.
I think his real effort is he's sleeping.
It's very comfortable. It does look like a very comfortable place to watch a game from. Yes, it does.
We'll go to the bottom of the second inning for the Goldeyes. It'll be Josh Mazzola, Luis Allen, and Ryan Pineda. Faced Kai Winter, who got into trouble early, but really got out of it by getting Arthur to ground out. Arthur gets an RBI on the ground out. He got Reggie Abercrombie to ground out. And Donnie Webb to ground out to the first baseman, broke his back. So Kai Winter got it together after a rocky start. And he will face the bottom of the order here in the second inning. Fans loving every minute of tonight's game. There's a chance for the Goldeyes to wrap it up and start thinking playoffs before the weekend. So here's Mazzola to face Winter. First pitch is way inside. He almost hit his third batter. He's hit 1, taking a shot at 2. He's going to keep him off the plate. Mazzola, there you see it, 261, 12 homers, 57 driven in. There's one chop foul. Josh is swinging the bat better, but he isn't getting the results that he wants.
Yeah, not as much in terms of the average, especially. Jake Blackwood playing real well at third right now.
Tremendous.
A couple of real nice barehanded plays.
Swing and a miss. Slider fooled him. 1-2. Blackwood's healthy again. He had that ankle injury, and you could tell it really bothered him.
Oh, for sure. And that's for planting. It's an important. It's tough to hit with a sore ankle.
That looked like strike 3. Did he hold up? Yes, he did. 2-2, the count to Mazzola. First base umpire Sam Birch said no swing. Birch carrying on a conversation with Kevin Griffin, the first base coach. There's a 3-hopper. It's a tough play for catcher Kevin Daltz.
The Goldeyes had that scary moment with Blackwood after he came back from the injury when he seemed to hurt himself rounding the bases. He had to be removed from the game. We wondered if he might be headed back to the disabled list. Instead, it was just something minor and precautionary, and since that time, he's really been just on fire at the plate.
There's a high hopper foul. Hit hard, a lot of overspin. But foul down the third baseline. Mendez pretty tight against the line on the pull hitting Mazzola.
Jake Blackwood on July 19th was hitting .256.
Wow. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch. Fools Mazzola for strike 3. First strike out of the game for Kai Winter. And that'll bring up Luis Allen. You can tell Mazzola's struggling and he's frustrated.
Yep, no question. Jake Blackwood now hitting .310 just to finish that story up.
So that average has gone up 54 points.
Sharp slider right there.
That was a great
sharp
pitch.
slider.
Here's Luis Allen hitting .286, 6 home runs, 48 driven in. In game 1, he was 1 for 3. First pitch is hit the other way, but right to Lind at second base. He handles it, fires to first. And that's the second out of the second inning. So here comes Ryan Pineda, who had a very, very nice first game. Pineda went 1 for 3. As he continues to hit the ball hard. With mom and dad in the city, enjoying Winnipeg on a chilly, chilly night at the ballpark. There's a ground ball to third base, and it's not handled by Mendez. I suspect it will be an infield single. And it is. An infield hit for Ryan Pineda. It was a tough play for Mendez at third base. It was hit very hard.
Well, definitely hit hard by Pineda right down the line. Mendez tries to backhand it. Definitely a bit of a tough hop. Probably would have been better served by trying to get in front of that ball, but again, it was tough overspin. Tried to get it on the backhand and was unable to come up with it.
First pitch to Brock Bond is in there for strike 1. So Pineda's at first with 2 away. Bond's 1 for 1. He's singled back in the first inning. Pineda was talking the other night about how Rick Forney has set up a lineup where he essentially has 2 leadoff hitters. Ryan Pineda, lots of singles. Got a little pop in his bat too. Ryan Pineda has 5 home runs this year. But he doesn't hurt the speed on the base pass, and he's a good base runner. One thing about this Goldeyes team, there is nobody on the team that clogs up the base pass, and not even Luis Allen, who is not considered very fast as a catcher, but runs the bases extremely well. Runs the bases better than he runs to first base.
He's smart out there.
Yeah. Pitch by Winter, and there's a ground ball in the hole. Good play defensively. Great play by Kirby Jones to get it to Winter. And that'll do it for the Goldeyes in the second inning. No runs on a hit. Single by Pineda. No errors. 1 man left. We'll go to the third. It's the Winnipeg Goldeyes 2, the Sioux Falls Canaries nothing. This is Safeway Goldeyes Baseball live on Shaw TV.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Safeway.
Hit it, boys. Do you guys think that Kermit's been acting a little weird lately?
That's ridiculous. He's never been more caring or devoted to me.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Ricky Gervais, Ty Burrell, and Tina Fey.
This is my car. It is illegal now for its massive size.
Plus, so many Hollywood stars, it'll leave you wanting more.
Yeah, no more.
Over the years, my role has evolved into more than covering fashion shows and interviewing rock stars. I've been fortunate to meet, support, and promote so many talented people in our community. Not only those who excel as dancers, musicians, and painters, but those people who share their talents to benefit us all. It's refreshing, reaffirming, often humbling, all in one. And it is why I love what I do.
2-0 Goldeyes lead it. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Canaries. Second game of the doubleheader. Fans having fun. Always have the cameras out on the social media. Got to be on the social media, I'm told. Apparently we're on the social media. The Shaw. At Shaw TV Winnipeg. Hashtag FanPick if you want to send one. Kevin Dultz will lead it off. Swing and a miss. First pitch from Hernandez. Dultz, the number 9 hitter. It'll flip to top of the order. Steve Tinoco and Brandon Jones will bat 2 and 3 in this inning. Off-speed pitch is in there for strike 2, so quickly Hernandez gets ahead 0-2. Dultz did not play in game 1. The catcher was Matt Hitt. Hernandez gets the sign from Allen. It's fouled off. Just about hit Tinoco. That was close.
That'll raise the old heart rate a little.
It might have hit him.
I think he's just a little concerned about the heart rate levels.
Wow, that came back in a hurry. Dangerous in the ballpark. Got to keep your head up. 0-2 the count to Dultz. High and inside, 1-2. Dultz followed by Tinoco and Jones. There's a pitch. It's a ground ball to Jake Blackwood. He handles it easily. Fires to first. Arthur gets the put out. First out of this 3rd inning. And Nick Hernandez is starting to do what he does, which is make ground balls.
Good pitch away. Turned it over. Charging the ball, Blackwood. Good throw across the diamond. Therese Dultz, California, and he went to San Francisco State University in San Francisco.
Another Californian, Steve Tinoco. Off-speed pitch, high, ball 1. Tinoco, born in Orange County, resides in Coto de Caza, California. '34th pick of the Tampa Bay Rays in 2010. Two 2-0 the count. Here's the pitch, and it's hit the other way for a base hit. Solid single to right. Second hit of the game for Tinoco. And with 1 out, the top of the order giving Hernandez a little trouble.
I like the way that Tinoco plays the game.
Yeah, he plays hard.
Having himself a real nice day here.
Tinoco now has 4 hits on the day. 4 hits in 6 trips. He scored 1 run, but you get the sense he should have scored more. Here's Brandon Jones. He has a hit in this game. First pitch to Tyler Kuhn, to Brock Bond, to Casey Harther. It's a 6-4-3 double play on the first pitch. Did that hit the glove of Hernandez?
I thought it got through, but
I'd like to see the replay.
Definitely close.
If it did hit the glove, he'll get part of the assist. Let's have a peek.
Nope, it's just outside.
It's a 6-4-3 double play to end the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, nobody left on base. Kuhn to Bond to Harther, or to Mazzola, correct that. Josh Mazzola at first base in game 2. Casey Harther, the designated hitter. In the 3rd inning, the Sioux Falls Canaries. No runs, a hit, no errors. Nobody left on base. Winnipeg still leads at 2-0. This is Safeway Goldeyes Baseball live on Shaw.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Safeway.
Chiropractors in Manitoba are passionate about the services they provide. Over the years, they've developed health and wellness programs for the public that provide preventative approaches to avoiding pain and improving daily performance. One of these programs, Straighten Up Manitoba, which we do right here in the ballpark, will help improve posture, stabilize core muscle groups, enhance health, and prevent problems with your spine. Complete the exercises when you have 3 free minutes anytime during your day. This is a message from Manitoba Chiropractors. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It'll be Jake Blackwood, Tyler Kuhn, and Casey Harther. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Goldeyes. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Canaries. Kai Winter kicks and delivers. That's low, ball one.
The drizzle is back, it appears.
A little drizzly.
A little sprinkling.
Much, but a little bit. It's chilly now. It's a cool evening. Pitch is so far outside it gets all the way to the screen. 2 balls and no strikes to Blackwood. Blackwood was hit by a pitch in the first inning. He has a 16-game hitting streak. And as Kenny has pointed out, since the 1st of July, or around the 1st of July, his batting average has gone up 54 points. There's a pitch right down the middle for a strike, 84-mile-an-hour fastball, 2-1. Blackwood defensively has really impressed me. He just gets better and better out there as the season goes along. Pitch is hit the other way, foul, 2-2. That was a real good slider from
Rick Forney brought Jake Blackwood in to be a force and a presence in the order. To hit for power, to hit for average. And he's really been a solid performer during the stretch drive here. And he's a guy that has done some winning at the minor league level as well.
There's a pitch in the dirt, and that gets away from Kevin Dultz. Kevin Dultz needs to go to the goaltending development clinic. Got to be a goalie back there. And stop many. 3-2 to Jake Blackwood. Winter's pitch, and there's a ground ball to the shortstop. Branca handles it, fires across to Kirby Jones. 1 away here in the 3rd inning. I'll bring up Tyler Kuhn, who doubled back in the 1st, drove in a run. And you're right, he could have driven in 2, but left fielder Chris Duffy didn't work very hard trying to get that baseball. And I guess he doesn't have to.
They are the ground rules, I guess, but I was just surprised the umpire didn't make a little better effort to get out.
There's a ground ball to the second baseman, Lind. He handles it, fires to first, 2nd out of the inning. 1 pitch, 2 outs as Kuhn hits that first pitch at Sam Lind at second base, and here comes Casey Arthur.
Just would have expected him to go out towards the bullpen a little bit further, just to sort of, it's easy to, as a fielder, to put your hands up in the air. I don't know where it is.
Yeah, maybe if the umpire had seen it and said, hey, right there, I'll help you here. Here's the ball, pick it up. Always reminds me of how Bob Uecker, at the Bob Uecker catching clinic, handles the knuckleball. You wait till it stops rolling and you pick it up. 1 ball and 1 strike to Casey Arthur. Pitch is low and outside, 2-1. Arthur still the leading hitter in the American Association. Came in hitting .378. That's what he's hitting right now. 10 points ahead of Brent Cleveland. That's fouled off. Cleveland, I'm pretty much certain will be the MVP of the league. Of course, he's the star in Wichita. He has 18 home runs and 74 driven in. Arthur has 11 home runs and 61 driven in.
Yeah.
Cleveland's hitting .368. Arthur .378.
Very solid player.
And there's a pitch almost hit Arthur, 3-2. Oh, Brent Cleveland, former Detroit Tiger, tremendous player.
Rick Forney mentioned earlier this month that Reggie Abercrombie and Brent Cleveland are 2 guys who are basically 5-tool players, the only 2 5-tool players in this league.
Casey Arthur draws a walk. And speaking of 5-tool players, here comes Reggie. And he's still a 5-tool player at 34.
That's impressive. Or he said, to be perfectly accurate, he said, as close to a 5-tool player as you're going to see in this league.
In this league. Reggie steps in. He's 0 for 1. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Reggie grounded out to the shortstop back in the 1st inning. Arthur at first, 2 away. There's the pitch. It's off speed. It's inside. It's 1-1.
See, that's another example, like I like to tell you, when the hitter wants to commit, but sometimes they can hold it, like in that situation. It's not often, but occasionally.
I'm not going to get into an argument with you. I know you'd like to have one. It's a subjective call.
I don't like arguing.
Oh, you like winning. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Reggie Abercrombie. Tomorrow, the Goldeyes in Sioux Falls will tee it up at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. right here at Shaw Park, and then Sunday afternoon at 1:30. A 4-game series. This is game 2. Winter's pitch way outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Reggie. Goldeyes won game 1, 6-3. And game 2, like game 1, is a 7-inning ball game. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. There's a shot. Oh, just missed. Mendez thought he had the put out on the line drive. We'll see what Steve Eitzen calls. It'll be a base hit for Reggie. 4th hit of the game for the Goldeyes. That puts runners on first and second with 2 away and brings up Donnie Webb.
Pretty hard hit ball, Scott.
He hit it
like it handcuffed Carlos Mendez. Slider down, he just ripped it. He had caught the strings of the glove, but couldn't haul it in.
So Abercrombie on first, Arthur on second. Donnie Webb with a chance to make it 3-0 with a base hit. It's Winter's pitch off speed and popped up. Hit a mile in the air. Mendez makes the catch, and that does it for the Goldeyes in the 3rd. No runs, 1 hit. A single by Reggie Abercrombie. There were no errors and 2 men left. We'll go to the 4th. We're almost halfway through game 2. It's Winnipeg 2, Sioux Falls nothing. This is Safeway Goldeyes Baseball live on Shaw.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Safeway.
If you are part of a charitable organization that would like to attend a game courtesy of the Winnipeg Goldeyes Community Zone and its supporters, call the Goldeyes office at 982-2273. The Winnipeg Goldeyes, working in our community.
Welcome back to Shaw Park. Dan Chase is down at field level with the bacon suit. Fans loving every minute of it tonight. Goldeyes have a chance to wrap it up.
Scott, as we make our way to the top of the 4th inning, just a quick check now of the Manitoba Hydro American Association saves leaders again. Marshall Schuler from Lincoln way out in front.
You're convinced he's going to win now, aren't you?
I think it's a safe bet, my friend. Of course, Matt Navarez, Big Matt Navarez, formerly of the Wichita Wingnuts with 23, and Dakota Watts from Grand Prairie with 21. Dan Sattler and Chris Regas round things out. That is your Manitoba Hydro Association saves leaders. Manitoba Hydro encouraging all consumers to save energy, be power smart, and use Energy Star appliances.
In game 1, Chris Kissick got his 16th save of the season. The kids having fun. Mom's having fun. Grandma's having fun. Everybody's having fun. It is a cool night for a doubleheader. But if the Goldeyes can hold on, it could bring some warmth. Here's A.J. Kirby Jones. Antoine Jarrell homered in the first game. Struck out the first inning of this game. First pitch is in there for strike 1. The fastball in the outside corner. If you're going to throw the fastball to Kirby Jones, throw it in the outside corner.
Well, but he did also hit that home run on a pitch on the outside corner.
Pitch misses 1-1.
So you still have to be careful. This guy's got power to all fields, as he showed in the first game.
He wears number 44. It just screams power. Reggie Jackson's number. There's a line shot into the gap. Quickly, Webb gets over. Jones thinks about going to second base, but Webb cut it off. It's a single for A.J. Kirby Jones. And we'll bring up Chris Duffy, the cleanup hitter.
Jones is a scary hitter. That's pretty evident. Close to 300 average, hits for significant power.
That was
22 homers and 64 driven in this year. Pitch him in, pitch him out. This guy can hit. Doesn't matter where you pitch it.
So here comes Duffy, the cleanup hitter. Batting in the 2-hole in this inning. First pitch is a dandy, a fastball in the outside corner. At the knees for strike 1.
Kirby Jones does have 83 strikeouts on the year, but again, if you hit for a lot of power,
well, with 83, he still ain't Joe Dunnigan. 127.
No,
Another fastball low, 1-1.
In case you're wondering, Hernandez has worked 7 innings or more in each of his past 3 starts. Going 7 innings in 2 of those games, going 8 innings in the other against the St. Paul Saints. All of them victories.
Missed it again, 2 balls and 1 strike. Hernandez was throwing the fastball in that spot trying to hit it, and he's hit it 1 out of 3 times.
It's right around the plate. It's not like he's missing by
It's a Hall of Fame
lot.
pitch if you can hit that spot.
Well, if you get the call.
Yeah, or if you get, you're right, or if you get the call. Here's the pitch. Tried to throw the curveball. It didn't curve, and now it's 3-1 to Chris Duffy. Duffy came in hitting .252. He flied out to right field, hit it hard. Almost got over the head of Ryan Pineda back in the first inning. Hernandez delivers, and that's on the corner. That's the spot, 3-2. The first pitch he threw to Duffy and the 5th pitch he threw to Duffy were perfect.
Absolutely.
Duffy hasn't taken a swing yet. 5 pitches. That has not come off his shoulder. Hernandez checks the runner, and there's one flail. Uh-oh, that got out. I don't know. You're not parked there, are you?
No, sir.
Good thing. Somebody better get Mako, Collision Repair and Auto Painting, Canada's body shop at 983 Wall Street, right here in Winnipeg. Ouch. 3-2 the count. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled off again. And he's going to hit the same car. In the same place. Somebody will be paying their deductible tomorrow. That one might have hit something on the roof in the parking lot.
Hey, Scott, you were talking about guys who wore number 44 who were tough. Did Sean Cronin wear 44?
Yes, he did.
Yes.
Sean Cronin wore 44.
Cronin the Barbarian.
And it's ball 4 to Duffy. So Hernandez gives up a walk, a single and a walk here in the 4th inning, and suddenly a reason to be nervous. Runners in first and second with nobody out, and here comes Carlos Mendez. Goldeyes will be at double play depth. In at third base and in at first base will be Josh Mazzola to defend against a potential bunt from Mendez. Kuhn and Bond double play depth.
Just the 20th walk of the season for Hernandez, Scott. He's done a great job keeping that number low.
Here's the pitch to Mendez. It's fouled off the screen. There will be no bunt. At least there wasn't any indication there was going to be a bunt on that swing.
85 strikeouts to go against 20 walks. That is an
that's why you're
unbelievable
10-2.
ratio. Yeah, exactly.
That's why you're 10-2.
Tremendous ratio.
We're in the 4th inning. Goldeyes lead at 2-0. And now Mendez squares, and he bunts it perfectly down the third baseline, foul. It's a beautiful bunt, but it cut off the grass, and once it clicks off Don Ferguson's immaculately cut grass on the third baseline, it will often go directly foul, and it did. Blackwood knew it. So now 2 strikes to Mendez.
Hernandez, a 12th round pick of the Phillies of Philadelphia back in 2009.
Went to the University of Tennessee, big Volunteers fan.
Missed those 2 seasons, as we mentioned, 2011, 2012. The shoulder injury. Came back last season.
Mendez calls time. It is raining. Not very hard, but there is moisture in the air. Here's the pitch by Hernandez, and there's a ground ball back up the middle. Brock Bond makes a good play, flips it to Kuhn. They won't get the runner at first, but a great play by Bond at second. They get the runner at second on the force, 4-6. Bond kind of got the ball caught underneath him. Mendez is safe on a fielder's choice. Over to third goes A.J. Kirby Jones.
Gets stuck in the glove on the flip attempt. Real nice play by Bond on the back, and he tries to flip it backwards, but the ball goes too high in the air to Kuhn. He bare hands it, rifles it over to first, but it's too late to try to complete the double play. But real nice play by Bond to get the runner at second on the force.
Good defensive effort by Brock Bond. Runners on the corners now with one away. And here's Chris Valencia. Valencia's 0 for 1. Pitch is a line shot in the left field. Donnie Webb makes the catch. Here comes the play at the plate. It's a good throw. And A.J. Kirby Jones is tossed out on a gun bullet by Donnie Webb. It'll be a double play. Line 7 to the catcher number 2 for the double play.
This is just a fantastic throw in left field. Valencia goes the other way, hoping for a sac fly. It's not super deep. Webb plays it perfectly, throws an absolute strike. One hopper to Luis Allen, and Kirby Jones is dead on arrival at home plate.
What a tremendous play by Donnie Webb. And the Goldeyes survive the 4th inning. Winnipeg still leads it 2-0. This is Safeway Goldeyes Baseball live on Shaw TV.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Safeway.
Visit Goldeyes.com, the official website for everything you need to know about your Winnipeg Goldeyes. Check out the players, the front office, and even the Safeway Goldeyes baseball broadcast schedule on Shaw TV. It's all right there at Goldeyes.com.
Time for the 7th inning stretch in the 4th inning of this second game of the doubleheader, brought to you by the Dugout Souvenir Store. 2 locations in Shaw Park. Hey everybody, you did great. Thanks to Goldie and the Goldeyes tremendous fan services crew, Blair Hunter, Allison Pattison, everybody involved, Goldie and Goldette. The 7th inning stretch brought to you by the Dugout, the Goldeyes Souvenir Store, with 2 locations right here in Shaw Park. And there's Goldie having some fun. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Free stuff getting handed out at the ballpark. Oh, it's ice cream. I'll go down there and get some for us. The bottom of the 4th, it's Josh Mazzola, Luis Allen, and Ryan Pineda to face Kai Winter. And the reason we have the 7th inning stretch in the 4th inning, because it's actually today the 11th inning we've done. 7 innings in the first, 4 in the second. Game 2 of a doubleheader. Just trying to keep those people that just tuned in to understand that we are in game 2 of a doubleheader, and it's 2 7-inning games. Because if you just tuned in and you saw the 7th inning stretch in the 4th inning, you might be confused. Pitch in the dirt, 1 ball and 1 strike to Mazzola. Josh 0 for 1. He struck out back in the 2nd inning. Kai Winter has settled in. He got off to a real rocky start, but he settled in and looked pretty good. Not bad for a guy right out of college.
Yeah, no question. It looks pretty comfortable. As we mentioned, he has been a starter in college for the past 2 seasons.
Chopper foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Mazzola. Did I tell you that I went down to Concordia College?
You did.
And saw Bucky Burgow field.
There you
Bucky,
go.
the longtime first base coach of the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks.
Indeed.
And one of the nicest guys in unorganized or organized baseball. I hate to call it unorganized. It's independent. 1-2. And that pitch is right down the middle, and it froze Mazzola. Strikeout looking. 2nd strikeout for Winter, both of them Mazzola. And here comes Luis Allen. But anyway, Bucky Burgow's a big star. With a school where the head baseball coach is a former Philadelphia Philly catcher, Chris Coast.
There you go. One of the great stories in baseball.
Oh, it really is. So here's Luis. He grounded up to second base his first trip. Winter's first pitch is in there for a strike.
And noted author, Chris Coast.
And noted author. And it was a pretty good book. There's a chopper up the middle. It's going to be a tough play for Lind. He makes the throw to first, and they get him. Luis is tossed out by Sam Lind. Great job defensively by Lind. Now, Luis isn't very quick. A player like Abercrombie is already walking back to the bag after Lind gets the ball in a situation like that. But Lind, knowing who there was the catcher running.
This is a real nice play though defensively, Scott. He had to run a long way to get that ball and throw it across the body from pretty much from shortstop, and he gets him. That's
that
a good,
close play.
Very close. Well, I think
really
he got it.
Play.
That's an awesome play by the second baseman, coming across his body, going past the bag into near where the shortstop would normally be playing, But again, it's recognizing who the base runner is, and he makes a very nice play.
There's a shot down the third baseline off the bat of Ryan Pineda. It's a foul ball. Two-way, 1 strike to Pineda. Brock Bond in the on-deck circle. As the Goldeyes and the Sioux Falls Canaries work into the 4th inning of Game 2 of the doubleheader. Pitch by Winter, off-speed pitch just misses, 1 ball and 1 strike.
No stirring in the bullpen yet either, so Winter's going to go a little deeper.
I think he's pitched a heck of a game.
He has.
That pitch is in there. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Pineda.
Doing a nice job of working the corners ever since that first inning.
Goldie trying to make something happen. In the right-hand corner of your screen, there's the pitch to Pineda. That's low. 2-2 to Ryan. He's had a great month. Moved his batting average up to .283. 5 homers, 30 driven in. Winter kicks, delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Kai Winter gets through the 4th inning unscathed with 2 strikeouts. There's 3 in the ballgame. Nothing across for the Goldeyes. We've played 4 complete. It's Winnipeg 2, Sioux Falls nothing. This is Safeway Goldeyes Baseball. Scott Taylor, Ken Wiebe, and the magnificent Al Foster of Shaw TV Sports.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Safeway. Goldeyes Home Run Gang membership. For more information, call 982-BASE.
Top of the 5th is just as good a time as any to check the American Association standings. And as we've been saying all night, magic number for the Winnipeg Goldeyes, 1 in the North Division, as they currently have a 10-game lead over St. Paul. In the Central Division, wow, is it a tight race between Gary South Shore Railcats and the Lincoln Salt Dogs. Just a half-game lead for Gary South Shore. And in the South Division, Wichita all but wrapping up that division as well. And gentlemen, just want to remind folks, of course, we are all over the Twitterverse at Shaw TV Winnipeg. And the best tweet I've received so far tonight is from Randy Allard. Randy says, the Goldeyes are outscoring the Bombers at Investors Group Field right now, 3-1. Montreal leading the Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
Oh, my goodness. That's a shock. The St. Paul Saints are certainly outscoring the Bombers. They're leading the Lincoln Salt Dogs 8-1 in the 5th inning. That standing should have shown that the Goldeyes are ahead by 10.5 games. They have 11 games in the win column and 10 in the loss column on St. Paul. So it's a 10.5 game lead, but St. Paul is crushing Lincoln 8-1. We work into the 5th. The first batter is the number 7 hitter in the lineup, Steven Branca, to face Nick Hernandez. The Goldeyes lead game 2, 2-0. A St. Paul win doesn't matter if the Goldeyes win this one, if they can hold on. This Hernandez's pitch, that's foul back. Hernandez up 0-2 on Steven Branca. One good thing needs to happen in this second game. The Goldeye win, St. Paul loss. Either one, the Goldeyes wrap it up. Pitch is low, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Branca. Branca's had a pretty good day. First game he was 1 for 3, hit a long fly ball in game 2 to Reggie Abercrombie in center. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the shortstop of Steve Shirley's Sioux Falls Canaries. Swing and a miss, and struck him out. Great pitch by Hernandez, pulling the string on that changeup. Fooled Branca. It's strikeout number 2 for Hernandez. Here comes the second baseman, Sam Lind, who's done a very, very nice job defensively in this game, too.
Speaking of great pitching, Hernandez has been just outstanding for the Goldeyes here this evening.
First pitch misses low. His change. Change is his out pitch. He's got that changeup working. He can be awfully good. Off-speed pitch hit into the gap and crushed. Pineda getting over as fast as he can. He's not going to get it. It's off the wall. Into second base goes Sam Lind. He's had a heck of a ball game. So Sam Lind rips a double into the gap in right center field. Puts a runner on second with one out.
Like a slider maybe. Just hung up a little bit too much.
That was pounded.
Very well hit. Definitely got the pitch he was looking for, and he drilled it. Pineda tracks it down nicely and holds him to a double.
So runner at second now with one away, and here's the number 9 hitter, Kevin Dultz. Dultz is the catcher in game 2. First pitch by Hernandez is in there for strike 1. Dultz from Pasadena, California. He had quite a college career.
Rain has really picked up here, as you can see on our video.
He played at Glendale Community College, Pasadena City College, as he fouls it onto the roof, and then San Francisco State University. Played in the Arizona Fall League in 2012. This is his second year with the Canaries. With 256 last season with Sioux Falls. Here's Hernandez's pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll make it 1-2. Hernandez gets ahead of Kevin Dultz. The rain really starting to come down.
Dultz wondering if that would have been a strike if he hadn't swung at it. Just asking the home plate umpire for clarification.
Hernandez gets the sign from Allen. Here's the pitch. Ooh, Kevin Dultz thought about it, pulled the bat back. The change at 75, just outside the strike zone. It's 2-2. It's not a pleasant evening. Fans are holding up. But the rain is coming down now. Hernandez kicks, delivers, and there's a chopper at the plate. Hernandez will make the play to first. The Goldeyes get Dultz at first base. And on to third goes Sam Lind. And we go to the top of the order. Steve Tinoco, who has a couple of hits already against Nick Hernandez.
That's a tight one here. Hernandez is going to try to bear down. Tinoco's had himself a real good day at the plate. RBI situation here for him. Tinoco, we mentioned, real nice ball player. Looks like he plays some good defense. Pretty good batting average. 7 homers, 38 driven in out of the leadoff spot. Pretty solid.
It's almost like a bit of a Scotch mist. It's wet, nasty, but it hasn't driven many of the fans up into the concourse. It's an odd rain, as rains go. Certainly as last night's rain went.
That would be coming down in buckets.
Buckets. It was sideways at one point. 1 ball and no strikes to Steve Tinoco. Hernandez's pitch, it's foul back. That is into the parking lot across the street. 1 ball and 1 strike to Tinoco. There's your runner at third base, Sam Lind, the second baseman. He has gone as far as any other runner on this Sioux Falls team in this game. Tinoco got to third in the first. Off-speed pitch in the dirt, 2 balls and 1 strike. And then in the fourth, A.J. Kirby Jones got to third base. Double play. Him being thrown out at the plate at the end of the double play. Pitch by Hernandez, and it's a shot up the middle. 1 hop to Tyler Kuhn. Fires across to Josh Mazzola, and the Goldeyes are through 5 innings here on a nasty evening at Shaw Park. No runs on a hit, the double by Lind, no errors. Lind stranded at third base. It's Winnipeg 2, Sioux Falls nothing. We go to the 6th. It's Safeway Goldeyes Baseball live on Shaw TV.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Safeway.
When it comes to sports, we all like to watch the Jets and Blue Bombers, but there are many of you who also like to follow university, high school, even semi-pro sports.
From high school volleyball and basketball championships, Bison Athletics, Even Goldeyes Baseball. We're happy to bring you the best and most comprehensive sports coverage at the community level. Why? Because we know it matters to you.
Art. Pure and simple.
We are keeping the camera dry. It's an unpleasant evening. The rain is not really coming down. The rain is kind of...
It's misty.
Misty, blowing across with the wind. The wind blowing from the left field foul pole to the right field foul pole. The crowd barely notices it. It's more like a Scotch mist than it is a rain. Regardless, Kai Winter is going to work into his 5th inning. Goldeyes lead it 2-0. And here in the 5th, we'll go to the top of the order. Brock Bond will lead it off, followed by Jake Blackwood, and then Tyler Kuhn. So Kai Winter, who gave up 2 runs early, first 2 batters scored in this ball game. Brock Bond and Jake Blackwood, and since then, Winter has been solid. Goldeyes 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. The Canaries no runs on 5 hits and no errors. Sidearm shot, and that's blasted towards center field, but Tinoco playing it perfectly, or rather Valencia.
This is the 3rd time Winter has faced the Goldeyes, Scott. He came on in relief in that 14-0 blowout on Sunday. Also went 3 1/3 against the Goldeyes back on July 31st in that 10-7 Goldeyes victory.
So Valencia, the first put out of this 5th inning, as Bond hit it hard, but to the deepest part of the ballpark, and not a problem for Valencia to get over and make the play. And here comes Jake Blackwood. First pitch to Blackwood is a pop-up. Over comes Winter, over comes Kirby Jones, and Kirby Jones makes the play, and Blackwood may have his 16-game hitting streak put into jeopardy.
Yeah, Goldeyes it's gonna take a Goldeyes rally to get him back around for another AB here this evening.
Yeah, that 16-game hitting streak may be done. So here comes Tyler Kuhn, who has a double and an RBI in 2 trips. As Kai Winter has really been impressive since that first inning. Pitch to Kuhn is in the dirt, ball 1. Tyler Kuhn came in hitting .359. That batting average has risen to .360. Off-speed pitch, misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes to Kuhn. Kuhn played straight away by everybody on the defense. The pitch is on the corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Winter kicks, delivers, swing and a miss. Pitch in the dirt, great slider. 2-2 the count to Tyler Kuhn. Two out, nobody on. 2-2 the count. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Goldeyes needs 6 more outs. That's what's most important right now. 6 outs to wrap it up. Off-speed pitch misses outside. 3-2 full count to Tyler Kuhn. Casey Harther in the on-deck circle. Winter working quickly, and there's a ground ball to Lind. Second baseman handles it. Fires to first, and we're through 5 complete. Kuhn grounds out. Second time he's grounded out to Sam Lind. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We'll go to the 6th. It's Winnipeg 2, Sioux Falls nothing. This is Safeway Goldeyes Baseball on a rainy night. Shaw Park, live on Shaw TV.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Safeway.
Join us on Shaw TV this fall for our 2014 Mayoral Forum, brought to you by Winnipeg Realtors. We'll be live from the Franco-Manitoban Cultural Center, October 9th at 7 p.m. Have a say in our city's next mayor. Join the conversation online at Shaw TV Winnipeg, #YourMayor. Your Mayor, the 2014 All Candidates Mayoral Forum, only on Channel 9, Shaw TV.
There's Goldie going through straighten up from the Manitoba Chiropractors. Only he's doing it differently. Goldie has fun, doesn't he?
He should. And he does. Nick Hernandez having fun out there today as well.
Yeah, he is. He's
really dealing.
He's been in a couple of jams, but got out of them. He's had 3 runners at third base. He's had Donnie Webb throw out a runner at the plate, but he's still got a shutout going, although he has his toughest assignment of the night coming up right now. Brandon Jones, A.J. Kirby Jones, and Chris Duffy.
Heart of the order.
He's got the heart of the order right now. You got to go through him one more time anyway, so you might as well do it in the 6th inning. Nobody up in the Goldeyes bullpen. Obviously, Rick Forney pleased with what he's seen from Nick Hernandez tonight. So far, a 5-hit shutout. We go to the top of the 6th. Brandon Jones, who has a single and hit into a double play in 2 trips. First pitch is high for ball 1. Fastball hit right at Josh Mazzola. He mishandles it, but gets it to Hernandez, who's a very good athlete. Good job by Mazzola. Keep it in front of him, handle the ball, and get it to his pitcher.
And good job by Hernandez getting over to the bag. Looks like a slider on the inside part. Ball hit pretty hard. Mazzola does a nice job keeping it in front of him. Hernandez does a nice job giving him a target, leading him, and getting over the bag.
He was kind of off balance when he finished the pitch, but really righted himself and got there in a hurry. 1 away, and here comes A.J. Kirby Jones. First pitch outside for ball 1. Ball was hit hard at Mazzola right down the line. Did a great job defensively just to corral it and get it to Hernandez. Swing and a miss. He was trying to make it 2-1 on one swing of the bat. A.J. Kirby Jones hit a home run in game 1, the opposite field, over the tent. Just drilled it. 1-1 the count, and it's foul back. All the way out onto the street. 1 ball and 2 strikes to A.J. Kirby Jones. Antoine Jarrell Jones. Hernandez gets the sign from Luis Allen. And that is hit a ton. A line shot to left field, back to the wall, and caught by Donnie Webb. We mentioned it earlier, what a great job he's done defensively. He's already thrown a hitter out at the plate. He's tracked one down in the gap, and that line shot hit hard.
The heavy night and the mist may have prevented this one from going out. Hard hit ball. Donnie Webb tracks it nicely on the warning track and hauls it in for the 2nd out of the inning. And Kirby Jones probably having a hard time believing he didn't hit his 23rd of the year.
And there's a ground ball to the second baseman, Brock Bond. We're through 6. 3 up, 3 down. 1 was hit hard, but not hard enough. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. 5.5 innings are done. The Goldeyes will come up in the bottom of the 6th. It's Winnipeg 2, Sioux Falls nothing. This is Safeway Goldeyes baseball. The Fish are just 3 outs from clinching the North Division Championship, and you're watching it live on Shaw TV.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Safeway.
From Ranger Insurance, this is Winnipeg on the Go. Your weekly event listings keeping you connected to our community. Aboriginal Music Week features Native, Métis, Inuit, and Indigenous artists performing hip-hop, electronic, traditional, world, folk, rock, country, and the blues. Events are held across Winnipeg and include several free and family-friendly events. For the schedule and more information, please visit aboriginalmusicweek.ca. Bannatyne's Carnival Street Festival brings the Brazilian Carnival to downtown Winnipeg for a 2-day street festival featuring Brazilian music, dance, and food. To learn more, please visit bannatynecarnival.ca. The Morden Corn and Apple Festival features a parade, free corn and cider, a show and shine car show, busking, mud races, and much more. For more information on the festival, please visit cornandapple.com. The 25th annual Biking to the Viking is a 2-day bike tour from Stonewall to Gimli and back again in support of the Multiple Sclerosis Society of Manitoba. For more information, please visit mssociety.ca/Manitoba. Would you like your event listed on television and online? Send your listing to Shaw TV Winnipeg at shaw.ca or visit our website shaw.ca/shawtv/Winnipeg. Winnipeg on the Go is brought to you by Ranger Insurance.
We have a brand new pitcher in this bottom of the 6th inning for the Sioux Falls Canaries, the diminutive left-hander Joe Testa.
Joe Testa, Scott, coming on for the 32nd time this season, 27th with the Canaries, 0-3 record, 3.335 earned run average. He has 1 save. 40 1/3 innings, 46 hits allowed, 15 earned runs, 17 walks, 38 strikeouts. He's given up 4 home runs, and opponents hitting .299 against the left-hander.
So Joe Testa will come on the bottom of the 6th inning to face Casey Arthur, Reggie Abercrombie, and Donnie Webb. Not a big guy, but he does have a fastball in the mid-80s. And the first pitch to Arthur is in there for strike 1. Off-speed pitch is hit the other way. It'll be an easy play in right field for Tinoco. He makes the catch, and that's the first out of the 6th inning. And here comes Reggie Abercrombie. Reggie has a single and 2 trips. Grounded up short and first, singled in the 3rd, 1 for 2.
Pretty impressive showing from Kai Winter.
He was outstanding.
Steve Shirley's got to be happy with that spot start right there. Goldeyes have just 4 hits. They were able to manufacture and produce the 2 runs, but it's pretty impressive for a spot start right there from a rookie.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. 89-mile-an-hour fastball from Testa. And Reggie with his brand new bat, Canadian Maple, swings and misses for strike 1.
Having a chuckle about it again. I love that.
There's one the other way. No balls and 2 strikes to Reggie.
Brendan Lafferty starting to warm. Not sure if that means he'll come in to close it down or if Nick Hernandez will start the 7th.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I wonder if Rick would like to see Nick get a complete game shutout. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of Kevin Dultz for strike 3. And Testa gets Abercrombie on strikes. That's 2 away here in the 6th and brings up Donnie Webb hitting right-handed for the first time in this ball game. He hit right-handed in the first game against Wixswat. But it'll be his first time from the right-hand side of the plate in game 2, and I'm sure he's glad that Winter is done. Well, we're all glad when Winter is done. There's a little soft line drive caught by Sam Lind at second base. And that does it. That was a quick 6th inning. Nothing across for the Goldeyes. And we'll go to the 7th. Nick Hernandez is coming back out to start the 7th inning. It's Winnipeg 2, Sioux Falls nothing. This is Safeway Goldeyes Baseball, and it's live on Shaw TV.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Safeway.
Join us on Shaw TV this fall for our 2014 Mayoral Forum, brought to you by Winnipeg Realtors. We'll be live from the Franco-Manitoban Cultural Center, October 9th at 7 p.m. Have a say in our city's next mayor. Join the conversation online at Shaw TV Winnipeg, #YourMayor. Your Mayor, the 2014 All Candidates Mayoral Forum, only on Channel 9, Shaw TV.
Time now for your slide of the game, brought to you by Manitoba Public Insurance. Ken Weeb from the Winnipeg Sun, you have selected our slide of the game.
Not a lot of action on the bases in game 2 of the doubleheader, Scott. So let's look at a nice play in the infield. Ball hit up the middle. Brock Bond goes to his right, backhands it, flips it over to Tyler Kuhn to get the force. That defensive gem right there is our slide of the game.
Pretty good slide, too. Brock Bond, the slide of the game. Brought to you by Manitoba Public Insurance. Thanks to Ken Weeb. There's a fan with a big smile on his face, on her face, ready for the 7th inning. 3 outs away from clinching the North Division, but it's not going to be easy. Carlos Mendez, Chris Valencia, and Steven Branca to face Hernandez here in the 7th. Brendan Lafferty is up and ready to go. So if needed, Lafferty will come in. But right now, Rick Forney would like to see Nick Hernandez get the complete game shutout. Here's the first pitch. And it's a long fly ball, hit the opposite way, and it will get out of play. It will get into Don Ferguson's grounds crew area for strike 1. Mendez is 0 for 2. He grounded out to third in the first, and then he hit a line shot at Donnie Webb in the 4th, and Webb threw out A.J. Kirby Jones at the plate. There's a pitch that just misses.
Been very impressed by Nick Hernandez this evening, Scott. He really has been in command.
1-1 the count. Swing and a miss. Fastball at 84, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Carlos Mendez. Hernandez delivers, swing and a miss, strike 3. Nick Hernandez, 3rd strikeout of the game. Carlos Mendez, the first out of the 7th inning. That'll bring up Chris Valencia. From Long Beach, California. He was born in Torrance. Went to high school in L.A. At a high school in L.A. called Westchester. 7 major league players that come out of that high school.
Pretty good program.
First pitch is a pop-up. Jake Blackwood in foul territory makes the catch, and there's the second out. So here's Steven Branca with 2 away in the 7th inning. Nick Hernandez can shut it down right here. Jake Blackwood is a happy dude. The Goldeyes need 1 more out. And if they get it, they are the champions of the American Association North Division. The playoffs will start right here at Shaw Park on Wednesday the 3rd. First pitch, chop foul, strike 1. Brendan Lafferty has been up throwing twice, and I think he'd be quite happy not to come in today at all.
Every day that you don't have to use Lafferty during the last stretch of the season is a bonus. So obviously he's going to get his work in, but you got to keep the guy fresh. Playoffs right around the corner.
There's a line shot, foul again. 2 strikes to Steven Branca. 2 out, nobody on. The final inning, perhaps, of a 7-inning ball game, the second game of a doubleheader. 1 more out, the Goldeyes sweep, and they win the North Division. Hernandez gets the sign from Luis Allen. Here's the pitch. High and outside, ball 1. 1-2 to Branca. Branca, in today's game, 0 for 2. He flied out to center field in the 2nd, struck out in the 5th. Rhythmic clapping in the crowd. Hernandez gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss! He struck him out! And the Winnipeg Goldeyes are the champions of the American League's, the American Association's North Division. Got a little ahead of ourselves, but that's the way Nick Hernandez pitched today. He looked like a major leaguer. Great job by Nick Hernandez, a 7-inning shutout. He goes to 11-2 on the season. He's the winning pitcher, and there was no doubt about it. Kai Winter suffers the loss. Winter pitched well. The Goldeyes, 2 runs on 4 hits and no errors. The Canaries, no runs on 5 hits and no errors. The Winnipeg Goldeyes have won their 58th game of the season. They're 58-33, and they are the champions of the American Association's North Division. We'll be back with the post-game show right after this. It'll be the Safeway post-game show as you're watching Goldeyes baseball live on Shaw TV.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Safeway.
At Shaw TV, we are proud to bring you live events, and we value your comments. Call the Shaw TV viewer response line now, 204-480-3500, or email us, shawtvwinnipeg@shaw.ca, and let us know how we're doing. Or find us on Facebook and Twitter at Shaw TV Winnipeg.
Welcome back to the ballpark. It was a night of celebration for the Winnipeg Goldeyes. And now it's time for the Safeway postgame show, brought to you by Safeway. And my goodness, what a great night for the Goldeyes. Not a very nice night, not a big crowd here at the ballpark. But the Winnipeg Goldeyes do the job. They win the first game of the doubleheader 6-3. The second game, a splendid pitching performance by Nick Hernandez to win game 2. And the Winnipeg Goldeyes are the champions of the American Association's North Division.
Pretty impressive, Scott. They've really been rolling, as we mentioned. This will be the 7th trip in 9 seasons as manager for Rick Forney into the playoffs, and he does have that American Association Championship in 2012. That is a record that needs to be applauded. He's done an absolutely fantastic job with this franchise, and he's eager to get into the playoffs one more time here.
Let's go down to field level, and our friend Al Foster with our play of the game. Tonight's player of the game is brought to you by Shaw On Demand. With over 10,000 on-demand titles, you won't miss a thing. Al Foster, who's our player of the game?
Yeah, here with our Shaw Direct player of the game, Nick Hernandez. Needed a good start, obviously, for a game like this. How does it feel?
It feels great. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I didn't want the ball in that situation. You know, this is what we worked for all season long. This is what I've worked for. My personal struggles, 2.5 years without playing the game. So, you know, it's a very, I got chills running through my body right now. We're going to have a great time tonight. You know, we've been getting ready for this all year long. So, you know, we're ready to go.
You know what? In my entire broadcast career, I've always wanted to experience that just now. Eh? Thanks for that, Nick. But really quick, shout out to Donnie and Left. Hey, a couple of jams,
yeah, a couple great plays. You know, the throw he made coming up to preserve the game right there in the shutout. What a great throw. One hop, long hop to Lou. He didn't handcuff him or whatnot. And the play he made against the wall, another great play. The middle of the infield, I mean, they had a couple great double plays today. Bond made that great diving play. Backhand, you know, we just all around, you know, it's a great team. It was a great team effort today, and those guys are having a great time.
You go be with your guys. All right. Congratulations. Thank you so much. That's your Shaw Direct player of the game, Nick Hernandez. There's champagne.
There's champagne all over the field as the Goldeyes are the North Division champions. Tonight's player of the game brought to you by Shaw On Demand. With more than 10,000 on-demand titles, you won't miss a thing. I don't know, Ken Weeb. I think the play of the game's going on right now. That just about sums it up, what they're doing out there right now. They have earned it. They have 58 wins in 91 ball games. That's pretty impressive. Tonight's play of the game is brought to you by Shaw. Take your favorite shows on the go with Shaw Go apps. I guess you're going to give us a play of the game, but I don't know. I like the champagne celebration.
That is a pretty impressive thing. Back in the first inning, Tyler Kuhn stepped to the plate. Runner on second base, also one on first. He slides the ball inside the left field foul line and into the bullpen for what turned into a ground rule double, scoring Brock Bond for what turned out to be the winning run. That's just an absolutely brilliant piece of hitting. That ball was just barely off his shoe tops of the dirt. And there you see Duffy. See, just like I said, that is a terrible effort. As if he can't pick that baseball up. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Anyways, it is also our play of the game.
He knew exactly where it was because he just leaned over and picked it up.
Regardless, that's a great piece of hitting, and that is our play of the game. Thanks to Tyler Kuhn.
Thank you very much, Ken Weave. Take your favorite shows on the go with Shaw Go apps. Tonight's play of the game might have been Chris Duffy in the bullpen not finding the ball. The Goldeyes win it 2-0. That was the winning run. Tyler Kuhn's double driving in Brock Bond. The Goldeyes win it 2-0 on a brilliant pitching performance by Nick Hernandez. The Goldeyes now 58-33. They are the champions. It doesn't matter what St. Paul does. The playoffs will start right here in Winnipeg on Wednesday night, September the 3rd, as the Goldeyes will play host. Well, we don't know yet exactly who they'll play host to. My guess will be either Gary or Lincoln, but you never know what will happen before the end of the season. On behalf of Ken Weeb, I'm Scott Taylor. Congratulations to the Winnipeg Goldeyes. They're going back to the playoffs. They're division champions once again. It's been a great season, and we still got some more baseball for you left. Al Foster, take us home. Tell us when we'll be back.
Finally got a little bit of the champagne out of my eyes here. Thank you so much, you guys. So that's going to do it for tonight, but there's still some regular season baseball here to come on Shaw TV. We're going to be back here on Sunday with a matinee affair. These two teams going at it again. First pitch scheduled to go at 1:30. But there you have it, your North Division champions for 2014, your Winnipeg Goldeyes. A great night here at the ballpark. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Al Foster. So long from Shaw Park.